Hello. Let's dive into the story. I bet you didn't know about the chilling spree of violence that gripped Denver on the night of December 27th, 2021. The city lights twinkled like stars, a peaceful facade hiding the brewing storm. But this night was different. An unsettling chill hung in the air. The cold of winter was not the only thing gripping Denver. An icy fear seeped into every corner as flashing police lights pierced the darkness, signaling a night of shattered peace and unexpected violence. Crime scene tape fluttered in the wind, a silent witness to the horror that had unfolded. An icy handprint on a glass window told a story of desperation and terror. This wasn't just winter's bite. It was the icy grip of fear that had taken hold of the city. Enter Lyndon McLeod, a name that would soon be whispered in horror. On this fateful night, he unleashed a calculated spree of violence, moving through the shadows like a dark spectre, bringing dread and despair with every step. The trail of blood he left behind was more than just physical evidence. It was a path of sorrow and loss. Each droplet marked a life forever changed, a family torn apart. The crime scene markers stood as grim reminders of the violence that had erupted. 5 lives, each a universe of hopes and dreams, were extinguished that night. The candles burning at vigils across the city were small beacons of light in a time of darkness. Family photos, now torn and scattered, were all that remained of the vibrant lives that had been lost. The community was left reeling, grappling with the why and the how of such senseless violence. Neighbours comforted each other, trying to make sense of the tragedy. Police officers interviewed shocked witnesses, piecing together the events of that fateful night. This is the story of a man consumed by darkness, whose actions cast a long shadow over the city. His haunted expression, captured in fleeting moments, spoke of a soul lost to the abyss. The shadow slowly engulfing him was a metaphor for the fear that now gripped Denver. The city, once vibrant and full of life, now felt like a hostage to fear. Ominous storm clouds gathered on the horizon, mirroring the collective grief and anxiety of its residents. Police barricades blocked off crime scenes, a physical manifestation of the barriers now felt in the hearts of the community. The mourning procession, with black umbrellas under a somber sky, was a poignant symbol of the enduring power of grief. Wilted flowers left at makeshift memorials were silent testaments to the lives lost and the sorrow that would linger long after the headlines had faded. This is the shadow of violence, a darkness that leaves an indelible mark on all it touches. I remember a similar night in my own life, when a close friend was taken from us in an act of senseless violence. The shock, the grief, the endless questions, these are feelings that never truly fade. As I watched the news of Denver's tragedy, I couldn't help but relive that painful chapter of my own story. The shadow of violence is not just a headline, it's a personal nightmare that many of us know all too well. The mile-high city, known for its vibrant spirit and stunning natural beauty, found itself grappling with an unspeakable tragedy. McLeod's rampage, a calculated act of terror, cut through the heart of the city. From the bustling streets of downtown to the quiet neighborhoods nestled against the foothills, a collective gasp of horror went up. News spread like wildfire, each bulletin amplifying the sense of disbelief and dread. This wasn't supposed to happen here, in this city of hope and promise. But the grim reality was undeniable. Evil had come to Denver. To understand the darkness that consumed Lyndon McLeod, we must journey back to his beginnings. Born into a military family, McLeod's childhood was a tapestry of constant movement, new schools, and fleeting friendships. The instability took its toll, leaving him feeling adrift, rootless. He sought solace in the rugged beauty of the Colorado wilderness, developing a passion for hunting and survivalism. These pursuits, initially a source of solace, would later become intertwined with his descent into extremism. McLeod's path in life was marked by a string of failed business ventures. He craved success, yearned for recognition, but his abrasive personality and volatile temper alienated potential partners and employees. Each setback fueled a growing sense of resentment, a belief that the world was against him. He saw himself as a victim, overlooked and underestimated. This festering bitterness, left unchecked, morphed into a toxic cocktail of anger and misogyny. The Manosphere and the Monster Within. As McLeod's personal and professional life spiraled, he sought refuge in the darkest corners of the internet. He stumbled upon the Manosphere, a breeding ground for misogyny, racism, and violence. Here, his warped worldview found validation. He embraced the twisted ideology of the alpha male, a dangerous fantasy where violence was strength and women were mere objects to be controlled or discarded. The line between online rhetoric and real-world action blurred. Sanction. A blueprint for murder. McLeod's descent into madness found an outlet in his writing. Under the pen name Roman McClay, he authored a trilogy of novels, Sanction, a disturbing reflection of his own twisted psyche. The books, riddled with graphic violence and misogynistic themes, glorified mass shootings and celebrated the subjugation of women. What began as a dark fantasy morphed into a chilling blueprint for his future actions. Cries unheard, missed opportunities. The warning signs were there, flashing like red flares in the night. McLeod's online rants grew increasingly unhinged, filled with threats of violence and disturbing fantasies. Friends and acquaintances reported their concerns to authorities, but their pleas seemed to fall on deaf ears. The system, designed to protect, failed to connect the dots, to recognize the imminent danger lurking beneath the surface. December 27th, 2021. A Trail of Blood. The day began like any other, the city slowly awakening to the promise of a new week. But for Lyndon McLeod, it was a day of reckoning, a day to exact his twisted revenge. Armed with an arsenal of weapons, he set out on a calculated rampage, his targets carefully chosen, each location holding a personal significance, a perceived injustice he was determined to avenge. Remembering the victims. Lives lost. Futures stolen. The victims of McLeod's rampage were more than just names on a news report. They were individuals with dreams, aspirations, and stories that were tragically cut short. They were artists, entrepreneurs, friends, and loved ones who left an indelible mark on those who knew them. Alicia Cardenas, a vibrant soul with a passion for tattoo artistry, was known for her incredible talent and her ability to bring art to life on skin. Her studio was a sanctuary for many, a place where creativity and expression flourished. Alyssa Maldonado, a young woman with a bright future ahead of her, was full of positivity and hope. She had dreams of making a difference in the world, and her infectious smile could light up any room. Michael Swinyard, a loving father and dedicated community member, was deeply committed to his family and his community. His children were his pride and joy, and he worked tirelessly to provide them with a better future. Danny Schofield, a gifted tattoo artist and loyal friend, was known for his incredible skill and his unwavering loyalty. His work was admired by many, and he had a knack for turning ideas into beautiful pieces of art. Sarah Steck, a kind soul working towards her dreams, was always willing to lend a helping hand. Her kindness and generosity touched the lives of many, and she was determined to make her dreams a reality. Their lives, each unique and precious, were brutally extinguished, leaving a void that can never be filled. The impact of their loss is felt deeply by their families, friends, and the community at large. As we remember Alicia, Alyssa, Michael, Danny, and Sarah, we honor their memories and the legacies they left behind. Their stories remind us of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. In the wake of this tragedy, the community has come together to support one another, holding candlelight vigils and sharing stories of the victims' lives. These acts of solidarity and remembrance help to keep their spirits alive. Murals and memorials have been created in their honor, serving as a lasting tribute to their lives and the impact they had on those around them. These artistic expressions ensure that their legacies will never be forgotten. The pain of their loss is a stark reminder of the senseless violence that took them away, but it also highlights the strength and resilience of the community. Together, we remember, we mourn, and we vow to keep their memories alive. Confronting the darkness. A call to action. In the wake of unimaginable tragedy, the community of Denver came together, united in their grief and determination. They offered unwavering support to the victims' families, providing comfort and solidarity in their darkest hours. As they grappled with the profound loss, they also faced the pressing question of how to prevent such horrors from happening again. Lyndon McLeod's Rampage serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked extremism, a stark warning that cannot be ignored. It underscores the critical importance of recognizing warning signs early on, before they escalate into violence. Our society must prioritize mental health, ensuring that individuals receive the help they need before it's too late. Intervention is key, and it requires a collective effort from all sectors of society, families, schools, workplaces, and communities. The scars of that day will forever remain, etched into the hearts and minds of those affected. But so too will the spirit of resilience, a testament to the strength and courage of the human spirit. The unwavering commitment to honor the victims by fighting against the darkness is a beacon of hope. Community initiatives have sprung up, focusing on mental health programs and support systems to prevent future tragedies. Educational programs and awareness campaigns aim to inform and empower individuals to recognize and act upon warning signs. Law enforcement agencies are receiving specialized training to better handle situations involving mental health crises and potential extremism. Collaboration between community organizations and law enforcement is crucial in taking proactive measures to ensure safety. The candlelight vigils held in Denver are not just moments of mourning, but also symbols of unity and resolve. They remind us that even in the face of unimaginable loss, the community's resilience and hope for a better future remain unshaken. By honoring the victims and committing to lasting change, we can create a legacy that ensures such tragedies are never repeated. It is through our collective action and unwavering strength that we can confront the darkness and build a safer, more compassionate world for all. Together, we can support one another and work towards a brighter, more hopeful future. This is our call to action, a call to unite, to heal, and to ensure that the light of hope shines brighter than the shadows of despair. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated and support our mission. And let's go!